airs, if you know what I mean. This looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Let's examine the area for evidence first. As you shuffle the bundle of clothes to the side, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstress Union dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m. Right around the corner's reported time of death. The customer? Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Let's pick up the coat and blankets for that guy. The work light is new. You can see that all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems that they've all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. There are two distinct sets of footprints, a human's ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. It's interesting. I think we have enough points for karma now, though. We do. Right on. So I want to get my ranged combat up next, yeah. Additional weapon slot, if not yet unlocked. Nice. I have 3 weapon slots now. Not that I don't have 3 weapons, but let's go ahead and give that guy his stuff. The streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. You. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think this coat and these blankets belong to you. Give him the coat and blankets. My stuff. Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you. Suspicious. You a copper? Or working for some corp? Just a freelancer. I need to ask you some questions. Good. I never tell those cops in Shadowrun nothing. What do you want to know? Did you see the murder? Nope, and I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as much as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf, but then the jerkface in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. So it seems like you live in this alley. Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstress Union. What else did you see that night? Well, you know, earlier in the night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soda off of Dan over there. Seemed nervous, and he did everything with the left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was a lot like one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trusted one of them cyber people. That's all I need to know. Thanks. See you around. So we're all but done here. Let's head into the Seamstress Union. We could talk to Dan. We'll talk to him real quick and see if he remembers the troll. You sell some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts, to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. I tell them about a troll that brought donuts from me right before a murder. They'll haul them in just to see if anyone will pay the bill. Not today, my friend. I'll see you around. He was of no help. Yep. Let's go ahead and travel inside. The Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstress Union, housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity. Bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name but keeps to themselves. Whew. 2 more karma. I needed 3, right? Yeah, I needed 3. So I'm at 3 right now. Haha. I'm gonna take a quick second here, though. I could work on body, which would increase my hit points. It also determines resistance to physical damage. Increases chance to take reduced damage from attacks. If I take that, I can get the full auto. The only thing strength good for me is pretty much melee. Or unarmed even. Actually, yeah, melee, because I do want a melee weapon at one point or another, possibly. I don't know though. Yeah, let's just go for what I planned originally, which is rifle 3. Oh, fuck, I keep doing that. Alright. Looks like there's a couple people here that I can talk to. Let's talk to Cherry Bomb first. See what she has to say. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly taped ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She looks at you, sees another elf, and smiles big. Hey there! I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Cherry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you can end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb. Think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a PH freaking D from UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Odgmans. And how am I paying for it? Bartending? Tips? There are faster ways for a Baron Squirrel to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life. A better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. Readjust my position and get comfy here. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can't afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I heard Lynn Talastrine give a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Boyfriend find religion? Her pretty eyes narrow. Something like that. You've got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Nope. I didn't think so. You look like a runner to me. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Well, tell me about this place first. Some come here for booze, some for companionship, others are looking for something that they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, and it can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who was that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day, he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam on the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kaboto. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gutter punks have to stick together. Talk to you later. Let's go ahead and talk to Eric Mersman here. I think he's a gun seller, if I'm not mistaken. Trader of some sorts. Hey guys, I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? I'll take a look. I was wrong. He's an armorer. Ooh, that's secure ninja clothing though. Ooh. +1 to dodge though. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm sure there's other things here, but come on, ninja outfit. How do I pass up a ninja outfit? Let's be honest. The black hat gives intelligence. Thugmatic armor gives willpower. Salish runner gives charisma. Armor tourist look gives intelligence. Secure ninja clothing gives dodge. The alley punk grants HP. It's also the most expensive. I think I'll sit on it for now. Check some things out first. I think she's the gun runner here. The Asian woman's expression reads, open for business, but her demeanor reads, dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you know your way around. Need something? Weapons? Matrix techs? Let's see what you got. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. She gets weapons, drones, and consumables. Let's go for the weapons first. Nothing I don't already have. I mean, I can get a range or a melee weapon, but don't really need it. I don't need drones. Okay, seeing what she has there, I'm actually going to come back here. Let's go ahead and buy that outfit from him. My heart's telling me this Secure Ninja clothing because ninja, but I think we should take the alley punk. Dressed one step above a street ganger, grants +3 HP. It just makes more sense. Pretty sure it does change. Yeah, it does change the look of us. Which, I mean, you know, it'd be pretty cool if I took that, took the ninja outfit, but that HP bonus will be better for us. I should get a pistol, though. How much was... No. I should get a pistol. Let's see how much it costs. 100. Yeah, let's do it. And the only reason I'm taking the pistol right now, It's just because then if I'm ever in a battle, instead of having to reload, if I don't have the time, I could just switch to the pistol. And it just makes more sense. I could also take that shotgun too. But I think I just want the pistol for now. Yeah. I'm good with that. Let's talk to this guy. Said let's talk to this guy. There we go. Mr. Clue. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored outfit. Sorry, suit rather. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please behave yourself. Will do. You get trouble in here often? Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here? It's a friend of Sam Watts. You know him? Sure. Everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. There's a sharpness in Clue's eye, the look of a man who had seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. In your role here, I suppose you often escorted Sam to the door. Yes, albeit gently. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually. What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated, didn't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. Though, I thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. I appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. VIP area. Is that a guy dancing out there? I think it is. We're not going to ask about that. Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but is wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy, name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, first time, just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. Talk to this guy, Noog. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. Mutter. I told you it's not like that at all. Mutter. Bring me proof and you shall have it. Mutter. I am honored, your majesty. Mutter. That was why I used to use mustard instead of ketchup. Mutter. Forgive me, Jean. I was a fool. Mutter. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may pursue my magical wares and see their glory. Yeah, let me take a sneak peek here. Yeah, he's just selling magic. It's cool, but I don't need any. Here's the person we're looking for. Mrs. Caberto watches you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house. Mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa, good evening. My, but aren't you the pretty elf? Are you enjoying the Seamstress Union? There should be plenty for a man like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? Business. I suspected as much when you walked in. Oh me, what business do you have with me? I'm looking for information. She eyes you suspiciously. Of course you are. Knowledge is power, ne? So I've been told. So, and why should I help you? Jake sent me. I'm glad to hear that Jake Armitage is alive. Again, he lives an interesting life. Very well, if Jake sent you to me, I will help you. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough urine to become altered in some way, drug, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam. As long as he was bent, he was always looking for his next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. Did you see Sam on the night he died? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstresses Union? During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, to the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupations, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there, and thus a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous. But I fear for her. If she's dangerous, why fear for her? Please, if you're what I think you are, you know, there is always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs. If you're looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here's the key. Right on. There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password for entry. Let's leave the panel alone then. Obviously not the door we're looking for. Maybe it is though, I don't know. Maybe this one is. Yeah, this one's definitely what we're looking for. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Frame painting of the Chicago skyline, done in stylized silhouette. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. Open the diary to the first paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. Let's read the diary entry. God, here we go. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting friggin' ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this Cutter Drek keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby. He always says. I tried to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs. With these bozos all over my floor, I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last Cutter was out of the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, that he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the Cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Okay, that's the same thing. So let's inspect the receipt then. A receipt for a Browning Max paper pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Flip to a different page. To open the diary to the second paper. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Let's read the diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind, or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco. Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later with comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights, I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me. slouching on the old dumpster couch with the novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he peeks up and makes himself look especially studious for when I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Let's read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Fair enough. Open the diary to the 3rd paper. There's a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. Let's look at the picture. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has Shadow scrawled on it. And the receipt? ACOD receipt for a special order, 5 pound of zebra meat from Murray's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. Open the diary to the 4th paper. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342436. Let's put the diary back down. So obviously there's something there. Let's check this out first though. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished it out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard caused the dust-caked fans to spin up, only to display on-screen password. Without the password, the only button on screen is a password recovery option. Let's leave the computer for a second. Maybe the password's in the safe. The broken mirror was hiding a small safe. Let's input the code found in Coyote's diary, 342436. The safe beeps cheerfully in response and the door comes open. Who? Now let's send this item to our stash, actually. So it was just a grenade. Alright, so let's go for a password recovery then. Please answer the 3 security questions to reset password. Question 1. Your first childhood pet. Shadow. Answer stored. Question 2. Your favorite musical art. I don't know this one. I wonder if I can leave the computer for a second. I know this one for sure. I don't know this one though. It's gonna be a complete guess. And it doesn't look like there's anything in this room that would help me. I'm gonna guess Chicago for that one. Now, I don't know if this is going to be... I'm going to trial and error this. I don't know if this is where I have to get all 3 answers correct, or... I don't remember if I tried number 3 or not. Or if I can get like 2 of the 3 correct. Because if I can get 2 of the 3 correct, obviously I'm not getting 2 or 3. But if I need all 3 of them, then it's just a matter of trial and error. There we go. Your password has been set to... For security, never write down your password. Logging you in. Computer has a basic list of applications. Check the calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Contacts. Coyote's contact list has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. There's no comlink number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. What about the history? Quick scan of her recent searches show that Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. It didn't really help me out any. But it was a start. And with that, I'm up for time. So I'm going to end it here. When we come back, we'll talk to Mrs. Kabuto and see where we go from here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and say, comment down below, subscribe, share, as well helps me out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later. Bye. Let's just hit that button first. There we go.